Hello and welcome everybody out there in D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, before we jump into the action, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know, don't I have great eyebrows? Look at all these movements, huh? Yeah, look at that. But yes, if you're interested in participating in any of this glorious action, you should check out our Patreon. It's down in the description below. And in addition to that, if you don't like any of this content, as I am obligated to do, well then fuck you. And you should comment down below about exactly how that makes you feel. But anyways, let's get into the action. There's no music playing, y'all. What happened? There we go. There's our music. Alrighty, Gray. Tell us what the fuck happened last session.
Alrighty, so we are, we end up waking up in the inn, and we have breakfast with a bar creep who tried to kind of pawn us off on us for free adventuring training. We then retrieved the horses from Red's house, meeting his halfling wife, who nearly shoots Forrest. But we managed to make it out there safe by basically telling Forrest to shut up. And then we start our path further north. So as we do, we are lucky to spot a banded agony viper, which is known for killing a horse or a person in a single bite. And we managed to speak to it and convince it to leave. But as it goes, it promises to come back. We decide that we're going to keep an eye out for it, but it's not enough. As Gray makes a fire, she notices something, and then all of a sudden she's just screaming in pain and is completely incapacitated. It then worms its little way over and bites Flea and knocks him out immediately. However, between Galen and Cade, they stab it to death. And so we're like, okay, we've killed that threat. But as Gray comes out of her incapacitation, something kind of strange happens. She starts glowing, and there's like words on her that glow. And she then has to explain why this is actually a thing. Ends up that she's half infernal and half celestial. And they do accept her into that. She kind of explains a little bit of her past, how she was an outcast because of that. So being accepted for who she is, kind of a warm, fuzzy moment. So then we get our rest for the evening, and we wake up to find a furfur at the edge of the water who throws a fish in greeting to our group. His name is Fiat, and he is very friendly. We make a trade in Trollmoss in order to meet this Tala, who we understand is very mystical. When we do meet her, after learning to breathe underwater, having that cast on us, and finding the furfur's home, we meet her, and she's a mermaid. And Gray takes up the offer to have kind of her future ed, which earns her a little bit of importance. So, Cade, while chatting with the rest of the furfurs, learns that upstream a boat landed and then was burnt after all the passengers departed, which was kind of suspicious. And there was nothing on there to loot, even, because the furfurs tried. So eventually we do make our way back to shore, where Forrest is waiting, and after that we continue on our way north.
Alrighty, well. You did write down that for the next, what was it, day or 7 days, you have that one roll.
It's a day.
Yeah, for the next 24 hours. You can replace a single roll that you witness with a 16, as per the deal that you made with her.
Yeah.
But anyways, you all begin traveling once again. Moving around the edge of the forest, and many of you keeping your eyes on the surrounding area just to, be sure nothing's going to come out here and, well, potentially kill your horses. Survival check, Galen, please.
Survival. And I've got Stab Muffin, Stand Guard.
Very well.
See survival.
18. As you are leading the horses and the cart around the bend of this area, you start noticing some louder noises coming from within the forest itself, and because of that, it's probably a safer bet for you to avoid them and move along closer towards the shoreline itself. Just in case anything were to come out, it's just basic tactics. Scary thing on the right-hand side of the street, walk on the left. Pretty easy.
Okay.
So, you all continue traveling like that, and the noises coming from the forest get a bit more grotesque sounding. Your imaginations wander as to what type of predator might be stuck within that area. And it's kind of a unfortunate thing that your mind seemed to just continually wander over towards. What? Over the next 8 hours of travel, you managed to avoid whatever large predator was inside of that forest just by listening and staying a bit further away. Though it did tack on a little bit of extra time for your travel, at least there was no headache involved, right?
Yeah.
So, you all have now breached outside of the limits of the forest itself and are moving away from where you see the waters are behind you. About where the crow is about where you all are. As you are moving across this landscape, you see that it is a vast open valley. There's tall grasses that seem to be high enough to lick the edges of your calves as you are traveling, and the entire terrain looks completely untraversed, as if nobody has taken this path in quite some time. You're all nowhere near home anymore. You are off the beaten path.
It's kind of like we're the initial explorers here, kind of.
Maybe not.
Well, I
But-
mean, for not the local people, like, when people first came over and said that they were the first ones to find this, but we're actually not.
I mean, there's cities up north.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, migrant cities up north.
Look, I'm just saying it's been a long time since someone's been here. I was trying to make a comment about history. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, long time since someone's been through here. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does that mean we
God.
took the right path?
The path less traveled.
Galen's just ignoring them.
That's perfectly fair. As you all are traveling, it's a wide open landscape where the only thing limiting you in your field of view is physical strain. You could probably see easily a mile in all directions from on top of your cart. It is a glorious, beautiful, wide open space, and the sky is blue. There's not even a cloud in sight. It's wonderful.
How are we gonna find this hole in the ground?
Red
Falls into hole.
I know where it
Ah!
is.
You know exactly where it is?
Close enough.
Oh, okay. I mean, it is a large hole. It took out the entire city.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't know what the city is.
Luckily, the maps should be with us. So,
Yeah.
if you need it.
We were only a few hours out, I thought.
Yeah, when we woke up, someone said we were like 4 or 5 hours out. I thought
Correct.
initially.
Were we off course?
Interesting. Can I cast Detect Magic?
Sure thing.
I'm gonna ritually cast Detect Magic in the cart while it's moving, because it seems like this might be like an area thing to me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Out of curiosity, can you roll me a wisdom save?
Oh, no. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
18.
You begin ritually casting your spell, and you almost feel a presence that coaxes you, don't be curious. And that offends the very being you are down to your fucking core.
Don't tell me what to do.
And when you cast the spell, you are surrounded by illusionary magic.
Boy. Hey, just in case anyone was curious, I think we're just sitting in a giant thing of magic. Like magic that's just making things look completely different than what it is. Illusion based, if you would.
I will also ritually cast Detect Magic.
Cool. Out of curiosity, will you roll a wisdom save?
I wouldn't.
And you see through
Cleric.
it.
Yep.
Again,
1 second,
Neil-
Galen. 1 second. Gray, you
Mhm.
feel that same presence of like, why would you ever be curious? He has to be crazy. And, well, nobody tells you what the fuck to do.
Right.
Bing! That's how I justify proficiency in wisdom saves, by the way. Nobody tells you what the fuck to do.
Right. Like,
And you
I don't even
detect
tell
illusion
myself
magic
what the
all
fuck
around.
to do. I'm impulsive.
Yeah.
Forrest, can you dispel this?
I don't. No. Don't have that.
I can.
More like instantaneous stuff. I'm working on,
Would we
having
the
more
cart?
efficient things for.
I could in the morning. I just have to prepare it.
Is it okay for us to stop the cart at all?
Sure, yeah, you can stop
Yeah.
the cart, kid.
yeah, I was going to say Galen will stop the carts and
Hop off?
hop down and examine the area, pull up some grass,
Okay,
see
it's
if
in the
he
same.
knows anything.
Smell the
Yeah.
dirt.
Yeah, all that.
You two both give me nature checks, both of you.
Sniff checks.
Let's see. Nature. Oh, I'm so bad at nature.
Both of you, this be nature.
My
That is
fighting.
grass, that is dirt. That is sky. Hedgehog cute.
Oh, classic by Dr. Seuss.
What are you,
Okay.
what are you two
However,
trying to look at?
Cade would be the first one to notice there is no sign of wildlife out here at all. Like birds in the sky, rodents in the field. Nothing.
I imagine during the day, Stud Muffin is like sat on the back of the cart to make up for staying on alert at night. Stud Muffin, come up here.
Oh boy. Hi.
Hi. Do you sense anything interesting in the area? I don't see any wildlife to begin with.
Have it roll a perception check.
Perception.
So that's going on. I'm gonna call to flee.
Character sheet.
Hello?
You hear him from
Why are
underneath
you
the cart.
Jesus.
Well, I guess no one's doing well at perception
Yeah,
today.
yeah, that's
Um,
fair. That's fine. Yeah.
Can I vibe check?
Well, 1 second. Flea was being contacted. Go
Uh,
ahead. Call waiting or
Is
I'll answer.
okay.
Something's odd here. I wonder if we could use your expertise.
What would you like me to eat?
Well, not that. If you could find an animal, that'd be preferable for you to eat. I can't find
Okay.
He's
Leave.
mainly on a pescatarian diet. We're not in a good region for him.
Yeah. What exactly are you looking for me to do?
I can't find any wildlife, and I find that odd.
Ah, you should be looking at Forrest and asking him.
Okay. I will direct my course then.
All right, you walk over to the forest.
Forrest, how's your brother directs me towards you? In the local area, I can't find any wildlife. It's strange. I wonder if you could assist.
Probably because we're in a giant illusion and we can't see anything. But I'd be happy to look.
Well, see, I can't hear either. It's an illusion doing both sound and visuals.
Okay.
Yes.
Depending on the illusion.
Forest, roll me a perception check.
What? Yes, the
I
perfect
was expecting
person.
nature, darn it.
Wow,
Well, there's no need for a nature check. He knows you're in an illusion. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't do a nature check because I know it's just
That's
all
true.
fucking fake in here.
yeah.
Yeah.
while they're doing that, I'm gonna sit down and do the ritual cast of detect magic myself.
All right. Yeah.
I
Yes, I'm gonna take my hands and be like, okay, this will make it easier.
My hope is this underneath this illusion, we're still near woods and stuff like that, which I don't know.
It's okay. Yep, I totally see so much grass everywhere.
Horses. Your horses are still here.
Some horses.
Mm-hmm.
My thumbs are kind of in the way, but it's fine.
You also see the wagging tail of Stud Muffin.
You've been fake sleeping this entire ride. You don't need to sleep.
Yeah, I like it though.
can I do my vibe check?
Sure, give me a vibe check.
That's what, insight?
Insight, perception, and wait.
And charisma?
Insight, investigation, and then charisma.
Hey, Flea, can you pull up the grass for me real quick?
Sure.
I just want to see if it comes back.
You're holding grass in your hand. Forest, you watch. You watch. Yeah, it's not growing back.
And the grass in his hand. Does it feel like regular
It's-
grass, Flea?
Yeah, it feels like long stem wild
Okay. I don't know.
plains grass.
You don't know what type of grass it is. It's fine. You are the. I'm gonna get you a book on plants,
Well, that would be fantastic.
or I'll just give you one of mine.
Yeah.
That I haven't sold.
All right. So, Forrest, as you look away at something else, Flea, you end up dropping the grass and you look down and the grass replaced itself when you weren't looking.
Well, they seem to copulate very fast and reproduce.
That would be.
Long plains grass does it quickly.
So, vibe of 19 gray. There's something off around here. Significantly off.
It's
This
just
is not-
Caitlin.
This is not a natural thing to occur at all. It almost feels evil.
Evil.
Yeah.
Now the question is, if this is an illusion, everyone, have we just been walking like in almost like a circle this whole time, and it just makes it look like the same exact place?
Do I have any idea how long we've been stuck in this?
Roll me a history check, all of you.
But on that note, I'm going to put on my gear.
You don't have your gear on?
What? You don't ride in this stuff.
You wear leathers.
Right.
Comfortable.
So you just been in your fancy clothes this whole time?
Hey, at least
I'm
it's
in
not wearing it just
scale
wearing a
mail.
thong.
And I've been wearing that shit.
Trust me,
Anywho,
it's a lot worse.
Later, that's on you.
Forest and Cade. You haven't seen the forest in 3 hours. And you don't remember exactly where you lost it. And you did lose it because you were beside it, moved further away, and swooped around. It was within your peripheral. You can't pinpoint exactly how long, but you have been away from it for at least 3 hours that you can think of. Gray, on the other hand, you're not sure how you didn't pick up on it, but very suddenly the forest just disappeared from your sight, as if it was replaced with an illusion. So you've been in this illusion for at least 3 hours.
Well,
So the illusion, is it consistent? As in, oh, there's a hill that's been over on our right-hand side for the entire time?
It's a wide open plains of grass with open blue skies, not a single cloud in sight. There's no discernible features that you've come across within 3 hours.
Have we left a trail in the grass, like bent over from the cart and stuff?
You look behind you? No. The grass looks completely undisturbed, except where the cart is.
Fuck.
However, Gray, you see a squirrel in the back of the cart.
I'm gonna like tap on the cart to get Flea to come up here.
Flea, there's a squirrel here that you need to talk to.
None of you see Flea.
Flea, are you the squirrel? Damn it! I thought that we had a lead here. I thought we were gonna get directions from the squirrel. Maybe Galen to do
I
it.
just kind of nuzzle up.
Directions from the school.
Squeaky squeaky or squeaking. That's what I was hoping for.
And then I'll curl
That
up
was a
and
good
pick
one.
him
That
up.
was.
That was good. That was good. I'm grabbing him by the scruff.
All right. Well,
Watch my back this time, and I'm snapping my fingers and taking the sight and control of Moonin and having him fly up as high as he can go.
Who?
So I'm currently blind and deaf, but
And I'll be watching.
But you have
out.
a squirrel watching your back.
I do.
watching out for you.
So you all watch as your crow, raven, crow,
Yeah,
mimicry,
Raven.
crow,
whatever. Yeah.
flies up into the air.
Smacks into an invisible wall.
Well, first I need you to roll me a wisdom save for it.
For is it mine or is it its?
It. Because it's in control, you just see and hear through it, and you can tell it what to do.
A 9.
Yep, that sounds
Splat.
about right.
That's a decent wisdom, just no save.
Forest. Because of you knowing what you know down below, you watch as it begins flying in circles, probably 100 feet above your head. And you can tell it's flying in circles because you can see it is flying in circles. As it-
Moonin, stop up.
It continues to fly in circles.
Jesus Christ. I just snap and Brandon just snap him out from up there and come back
Yep.
to me. So he's in
I
his
try
pocket.
something.
Please.
I want all y'all to watch the arrow. I pulled the crossbow, just a general direction. Fire crossbow.
Roll
Where's
me a
the arrow?
D100.
It explodes.
Oh. That's
Everyone roll me a perception check.
Boy.
Okay. Everyone other than Cade, he pulls out the arrow and you all watch it sails and then sticks into something that isn't there. And then you see a humanoid body appear and drop to the ground. Cade, you didn't see anything.
The fuck just happened?
Dude, fuck. Do I have? Okay, what do I got? What do I got?
Get over there and don't let it die. Go.
I'm going. I'm going. Fuck. I don't have speak with the dead prepared.
Bring it back to life.
Wait, aren't you a death cleric?
I am.
Isn't that auto prepared each day?
No. Revivify.
Grave cleric.
Grave cleric. That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
One or the
far-
other. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
how
gonna
far-
go over there and when I'm in within range, I will spare the dying.
Okay. One saving throw, people. Someone roll me a d20. You need 10 or higher.
I got it, Smash.
Oh my god.
How far away is that? How
Good.
Yeah,
far away is
Galen?
he?
Probably a good 80 feet away.
Oh.
However, Gray, dash, spare the dying. Think. Okay. Whew. You look down and you see an elven woman. Early in her years, only probably in the mid 100s, 140, 150-ish range, and the arrow was shot through her fucking clavicle into her chest. And you just rip it out and heal, and okay. She's stable. She looks very filthy, very dirty, as if she has not bathed in quite some time. And the smell matches that as well.
Okay, while she's can someone clean her?
Yeah. I got it. Digitation.
And once that's completed, I will do a first level cure wounds.
All right. So all of you are walking over there?
I'm riding on Forrest's shoulder. I'm on the
I can
shoulder.
be 10 feet away.
Cade is still staying by the horse and stuff like that because he doesn't know what's going on. He just
And as I'm doing the cure wounds, I am hanging on to her.
Mm-hmm.
When let's see. It's,
This seems like a bad idea what we're doing.
I'll run over, and when I get within 60 feet, I'll cast Magnify Gravity on the area.
What?
Magnify
I'm
gravity?
in it.
Oh.
Wait,
she-
you don't get
she's-
chronology. You haven't
Okay.
justified why you would have any Dunamancy spells. You don't get those things.
Do
Okay.
paladins have dunamancy?
They can.
Okay. Obviously.
Wait,
it'll
what?
go-
Dunamancy can be any class that can learn it, but you need to get proper permission from the GM before you take it, which I do not give to his character because there's no reason he would have it.
Okay, I just picked from the spells. I assume
That's
the
fair,
other
but
day.
I'm just letting you know. Dunamancy specifically says, ask your GM for permission within the description. That's why that one is a little different. But anyways, so you split the party.
Well, Flea's with me. Yeah.
Yeah, Cade's staying by the cart because he's just confused. He just seen Miss Gray run off, then
Yeah, so I
Forrest.
guess- yeah, I was with Gray, so I guess technically it's me, Gray, and Flea.
Galen, what's going on?
Just the three of us.
So, the three of you run over there, and the two of you stay over here. Hey, the two of you, can you roll me wisdom saves?
Sure.
Oh no. We have the aura, right? Because
Well, Galen gives the aura. That's a plus 4
I
to
was
Cade.
just making sure. Yeah.
Yep. So, Galen, go ahead and roll your wisdom save as well.
I'm with the group going up, right?
Oh, I
Were
thought
you?
you were staying back with Cade.
Well, I did. No, I was going up. I said I would run up and cast a spell, but the spell disappeared. But I'm still going to run up.
Okay. So yeah, Cade, 15, since he's not near you. Yeah, you were traveling to go find that pit in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, you got to get going.
Okay, I mount Marcus and I start walking.
Cade, where you going?
Ahora sí die. Oh.
Instead, Muffin, stop
She's
him.
speaking. Is she or is the person speaking Elvish?
Yes.
Did they?
Do any of you
say-
speak Elvish?
Yes.
I'm an elf.
I
yes.
do, yeah.
Okay then. Oh,
are you
the
doing
fuck
here?
happened?
And why are we in the middle of an illusion?
What? Wait. She feels around at the grass. Wait. Yes! I'm out! Yes! I knew I could
No,
get
you're
out.
not.
What? Yes, I am. I'm no
You're
longer in the
stuck.
fucking death trap.
Death trap.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
We
Well, you did almost die.
technically, yeah.
Are you talking about that bee?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it stung.
So, death trap. Explain.
Yeah, our city has been locked, controlled. None of us have been able to walk out. The moment we go over towards the boundary of it, when we step past that boundary, we end up on the other side of the city, as if we just walked into it. And all of us have been there by ourselves, and there's been these creatures flying around, feasting on us. I escaped.
Oh, shit. They have a trap that no one can get in and no one can get out.
And no one knows it's there.
It's like a loop. So whoever's trying to get in is just going to stay in this loop. No, you're still in a loop right now. It's just a outside boundary.
Well, I mean, that's preferable to the fucking things trying to eat you.
Do you
Oh.
have food?
Sure.
Do you have
We didn't
food?
have food in there.
Well, you don't have food here, so I guess you'll just starve here. There's
I
grass,
can
though.
make food. I can.
Oh, I
make
can eat
food.
grass.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
It's too late. She knows.
Damn it.
Leverage forest.
Fine.
So, is this the area where like the huge pit opened up?
Huge pit. What?
Oh.
Opened up out of the ground.
Huge pit? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God. We think it's a huge pit, and maybe they just all of it disappeared.
What?
It might be like the. It
gonna
may have
pull
registered
out-
as a big hole, but it might be a big hole because there's nothing
I'm gonna
here.
pull the map out real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, can you just point to me on this map about where your city is located?
Minori Nagarar?
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Yep. Oh, right here, and I point right where she.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there. Yep, we're
Yeah.
here. I'm getting the little toy thing out that the dude gave me. Is it doing anything?
What toy thing?
It was the tool.
Sure.
It was the
There's a staff.
yeah, it's a staff with a ruby.
There's a ruby and.
Oh, you're supposed to stab that into the center of this area so that he can monitor it.
Oh, I know. I was just seeing if it was doing anything.
No, not yet.
Okay.
However, Cade, you are escorted back, and suddenly you remember you have allies, but you don't remember that you forgot that you had allies. And Stud Muffin was apparently pulling your reins.
Hey, what the fuck?
What? What's going on,
Where,
Galen?
where were you going?
You weren't going anywhere.
I was being led here by Stud Muffin. What do you mean?
You were driving off after we came over here.
He looks at you confused. Very confused.
Galen rolls his eyes.
Oh god, this place is so fucky wucky.
You okay, Galen? I just coming to you. Muffin was helping leave me.
This place fucks with your memory. And your sight and everything else. Great. Cool. Fun.
Any ideas how to get out of here?
Give me until the morning and I can try to dispel it. But if it's as big as it is, I may not be able to.
So you will have to dispel at the source of it. You can't dispel targeting the illusion because it is way too large and vast. You need to target the source in order to attempt that.
I point towards the new individual. Who are they?
So we need to find a source.
I'm somebody from the city. I got stung by a bee and broke out. So, and you look down, and that's your arrow, and that is an arrow-sized hole in her neck that was healed up.
You're welcome. I think.
Why? What the fuck's wrong with him?
A lot.
Okay.
We don't have time.
So we need to find the source of the illusion, and once there, I can try to get rid of it.
I think the secret is bees, okay? We just need to get bees and have them sting all of us.
Hello,
I
bees.
don't think you were shot. I'm gonna apologize. I don't think you were stung. I want to apologize in advance. I think I might have accidentally shot you.
She looks down at the arrow. Why?
I
You
was-
could have killed me.
I apologize. We couldn't see anything. I was trying to measure distance in the illusion to see if the arrow did anything. I was not aiming for you.
We can't see anything.
We can't see anything at this time. All we see at this time is a large field.
Okay. Well, I see the large field. That's nice.
And where she was, right?
Before we
Yeah,
could not
yeah.
you were. I was just firing in a random direction to see
What
if
if we shot her again and see if she jumps back through?
could just fire in another random direction and see what happens.
I'm kidding.
Wait, what if you killed someone?
Then you pop up and then we, Miss Gray, with our medical experience, we have another person in our group. Or
Is that your solution? Just keep walking around shooting aimlessly, hoping you shoot someone?
Well, no, we didn't know anyone was here.
we didn't know anyone was here at first. First we just thought we were in the woods by ourselves.
I'm going off of what the fuck he is saying.
True.
True.
Doesn't sound good.
I will give you the preface of what happened before.
Yeah,
So-
you shot an arrow and it almost killed me.
Technically, a bolt.
But in
She picks up the bolt and holds it towards you, Forrest.
All right, Forrest, you have the staff out, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah,
Ruby down.
Ruby, Amethyst. He said put it in the center. We're not in the center.
Well, maybe we can use it to find the center.
We can always try.
Ruby goes in the
okay,
ground.
so Ruby on one end facing towards the ground, and the amethyst towards the sky.
Yep. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Nothing.
And are you just going to walk around while doing this for like 3 hours?
No, I did it the one time and saw it.
Yeah. Bonk. It falls over.
Right.
Well,
Fuck, I don't even have sending prepared.
what did it sound
is
like?
wrong
What did it?
with me?
Oh, it'd be illusions. I'd probably.
Yeah.
So it would probably
So-
sound like whatever.
What, question, right?
Answer.
What is our plan to help all of the other people still alive within my
We
city?
could start. How many bolts do you have, Cade?
I currently have 40.
That does not sound like a solution.
But, and a better thing is,
It's
could
a
we
joke. I'm trying to bring some brevity to this time of chaos.
Oh, I'm so sorry that the tragedy of my life and home is so funny to you.
Listen, you're an elf. You have a long life ahead of you, so probably a lot more tragedies are coming.
Do you know how many of my family members have died?
I mean,
3.
that's horrible.
That's
Okay,
90% of us.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, what is something that you own that we would not have?
That's back there. Ooh, that's a
Back
good
there.
idea, actually, Greg.
What? There's my my wind chimes that my grandfather made.
I
Perfect,
cast
just
locate
go.
object on those wind chimes.
Describe them in great detail.
Well, they have feathers down from them from rocks.
Do a
All of
minor
the
illusion.
tubes are they're silver. Not real silver. They're like a different metal that looks silver. But not as silver. It's more like dull silver. Closer to a gray, actually. And it has an oak base at the top. That looks to be made from the ring of a tree that was 80 years old.
Okay, all right.
No,
all right.
80 years old, not 60. 80.
I'm sorry,
8
I'll
rings.
age it a
8
bit.
rings. Yeah.
Aging it a bit. Okay,
Yes.
there you go.
A little darker than that, actually. It was treated and polished. And down at the bottom, it had a rest that came down to a point that it looked like a soft crescent arrow, or a heart that was less divoted at the top, and it went all the way up where it had 3 other linking discs made of the same material. Galen and Cade, I need both of you to roll nature checks. Sorry, Flea, you're involved in this role as well.
Okay. Even though Forrest is the nature person?
Forrest is not involved in this role.
Okay.
Probably don't want to plus
Okay.
that on.
Cade, the wind chime looks like a giant dick.
I knew
Nice.
you were describing the whole time. I was like, really? We're going into the fucking...
Locate. I cast locate on the dick
Dick
wind
chime.
He's not.
Okay. Well, all of you see gray begins to shimmer. What are you doing?
I'm going to crawl into Forrest's pocket, one of my hangouts, and I'm going to take a nap.
I'm going to grab Gray and, I don't know, see if I can pull her out of it, or...
Forrest, Cade?
I'm grabbing onto Gray. Sorry, I choked on water.
And
I mean, that's called drowning, sir.
because Gray has so many people in her. I'm going to grab on the Galen, so wherever they go, I follow.
Okay.
I'm
All
grabbing
of
onto the
you-
scared woman.
She goes, wait, what are you? All of you look around, and you are standing inside of a cobbled stone street that the grass is piercing out of in all directions. There are these muted, old-fashioned looking stone homes, many of which look very dull and boring. It stretches on as far as you can see, and you see up in the sky these winged creatures flying about,
Get inside.
moving over towards a very central-looking clock tower in town.
I try to get into cover, then I see if I can contact Studmuffin, who wasn't joining us.
Hey, I hear you. I'm on my way.
No, stay there.
Oh, you look beside you, and he's right there.
Shit.
You summoned your steed. He comes running.
Oh, I asked him if he hear me, not okay.
You all look down at the elven woman. No. I got out. I got out. I got out.
Shut
Hey,
the...
shh.
This isn't fair. This isn't fair. Shit.
Listen, you know this area. We don't. Do you want to help and do something good for the people that are still alive?
I want to live.
Good. Then help us.
You can
Shut
do
up
the job.
and get us to where we need to fucking go.
You said you've been on either side of this area. Do
I'm
you know where
going
the
under
center
something.
is?
I heard that.
them to get under our roof? Like I'm literally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
There's a small canopy. There's a small canopy in front of one of the homes that has its shutters and the door shut.
Is the door open? Check the door.
Get in. Can we get in? I try opening the door a little.
Ding, ding, ding. It's locked, and you hear from the other side,
Flee.
Go away,
Flee.
go away."
I can make food.
Roll a persuasion check, Gray.
Come in.
Oh God, why is my?
You spoke.
Give yourself guidance.
It's
I
too late.
whisper-
Too late. Oh, I can make food.
I whisper.
And then your
though-
stomach rumbles. Liar.
Out of you.
I
What were you
whisper
saying,
to the-
Galen?
Well, I'm going to ask the lady if she knows where the center of this area is, since that's what we were looking for before.
The clock tower, where all of the creatures are always at. Go. Duster, please let us in. Let us in, please. Wait, Mary, you disappeared. Where'd you go? Just let us in, please. They're going to kill me.
I
The
guess
door
we went to-
opens up, and she looks at all of you very strangely. Another elven woman, still younger, and all of you run inside. It is a very small 3-roomed home. It looks closer to that of a cottage made out of stone, but the roof is thatched with very thick straw that looks to be tied together and not really that practical when it comes to protection from the environment and weather. As you all move in here, you look directly and take 2 steps into the kitchen before some of you are forced to take 2 steps into the living room. And all of you are crammed in here. She closes
So-
the door, she locks it, she puts over a large plank of wood.
So I guess the clock tower is where we want to be.
It's the center of town.
Thank you for letting us in, ma'am.
What the fuck? How did you all get here? How did you all
I
get here?
focused on her wind chime and found it, and it.
Long story.
Shattered
It
the
started
illusion.
with a bolt.
They shot me. What? Then why are we helping them?
It was an
Because they got
accident.
me out and they got me back in and I want back out.
Here's a question. If you do that on the cart, can you go back out? I can't hear you.
Probably, but to get rid of the illusion, I have to dispel it at the
Yeah,
source.
I just want to know our options here. But yeah,
Yes, we have an emergency escape route.
potentially. But yeah, we want to go check out that clock tower. You
Go-
say creatures were flying around it?
Agreed.
All of you need to hide. All of you need to hide. The tithe collectors are coming.
The tithe collectors. What is
Go hide.
Okay.
Hiding?
Gonna find
Stealth checks,
somewhere.
all of you.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh.
in scale melt, so that's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
In his pocket.
Yeah, you're fine so long as he's fine. Calculator.
You're coming with me. Brothers to the end.
This looks to be the end.
So the group average is 12, however, Forrest automatically fails.
Mhm.
As you all go into different positions, Cade, you very quickly go underneath the windowsill and just fall on the ground lying flat. And you watch as Galen goes over to the table and ducks underneath it, pushing one of the chairs in front of him. Gray runs over to the backside of the home, lifts up the bed, and just lies underneath of it. It's just a
I'm picturing-
mattress on the floor, but it's something.
I'm picturing Forrest putting on the old costume that he had when he was hiding many sessions ago.
I'm putting it on.
The wrong costume.
Yeah, just-
He puts up the green screen instead of the black
I'm just,
one.
yeah, I'm just standing like this.
In the middle of the room, just
I tell Stud Muffin that the
Don't
door's
make a
open to
sound.
Start jumping on who's ever outside.
No, don't give us away. We're fine.
This is telepathic. You can't hear it.
We're fine.
Very well.
He sees that we're not going to be hiding from anything, and a dog is not going to attract attention to us if it runs off afterwards.
Well, that's if it runs off afterwards.
First.
The woman goes over, Dusta, opens the door, and you all see this very paled-skinned individual with slightly pointed ears and very sharp features and fangs sitting out of their mouth, looking over at this woman. Immediately, Studmuffin jumps up at this individual. Get one attack from Studmuffin.
Well, no, he's not attacking.
You said jump on him.
Well, yeah. I mean, how many
Okay,
dogs?
Fine. The individual catches.
Oh.
I thought all of them were gone. Thank you for your tights.
Does he disappear?
Can I?
Oh, that works.
And it looks over at you, Forrest. What the fuck is that?
I'm muted.
Nothing. Goodbye. And she goes to
Question.
close the door. Yeah.
So she's closing the door right now?
Attempting to.
Okay. If that does not work, I'm gonna take a bet, and so see or hear you within. Okay, so if I cast Turn Undead, they'll be aware of me.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted clarification on.
Okay. She goes to begin to close the door, and he puts his hand against it. And despite her pushing, he just gently pushes it open.
Oh God, what happened here?
Forrest, a long cut from a single fingernail goes all the way down your sheet, revealing your face, where you see this ghostly pale individual look at you. It's tithe time. Offerings.
Tithe or tithe?
And he's tithe.
Okay.
And he's currently holding Stud Muffin with one hand.
Trying to figure out what do you want?
A
Do
bird.
not play with me. You've been here long enough. We require more food. Now, what is it that you offer me so that we don't take you? And he just rolls his finger against your cheek, and it does cut very slightly.
I have my mask on. Sorry, I have my mask on.
Oh, fine. It scrapes and cuts against your mask.
Oh, Jesus. So alive or dead?
Either or.
What do you know? I have a raven.
The raven looks over at you, shaking its head. It telepathically communicates, "You dick."
Galen,
He
by the way, is
grabs the
pissed off at
bird.
the guy.
Jesus.
Looks at it. What creature type is it, by the way?
Faye.
Okay. Sniffs it. We'll be back tomorrow. He walks out. Yeah.
Do I have to? Is there any verbal component of Eyes of the Grave?
No, you just activate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. That is undead.
Cool.
And you can sense the presence of other undeads nearby.
Cool.
He leaves. Now, Dusta, next time, be more careful. And then she just closes the door, shaking.
dead.
Now,
I whisper from under the mattress.
well, now I know that that one doesn't work. Good to note. Write down in a notebook real quick.
It's also
Maybe-
cut down this.
For-
Oh my God, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm giving it a minute before Kate talks. Just enough time for it. If it's there, you're right. Might walk away.
Roll me a perception check, Cade.
Galen's just thinking, it killed my dog.
It went down to the next door and knocked.
I'm just doing like the gesture with the throat kind of thing, like we
Can
call
I?
talk
I'm talking to Dusta.
to Galen.
While I'm under the mattress, can I try to determine what kind of undead this is?
Roll me a religion check.
Cool. 16.
I mean, you haven't come across a tremendous number of undead. I mean, you've come across some before, not a tremendous number. So as for the incredibly specific, intricate naming and classification of these types of creatures, you would relate it to a vampire in some capacity, though it spoke more formally, and it had full consciousness associated with it.
Question: were they wearing anything nice, or like what was their clothing like, or? 'Cause
Oh,
everything
very
looks like
nice
it's, like,
clothing.
okay, very elegant.
Yeah.
But everything else is like really,
Very
like, dirty
elegant.
here.
And you know that there are vampires known as blood counts or blood countess. Very old religion and group of species that have been an issue here in the past, though not for some time. They used to travel in bands by themselves and take over cities, creating infant vampires. And when I mean infant, I mean ones that aren't as intelligent as themselves out of mortals. And the ones that are referred to as vampire nobles, the blood counts in and of themselves, are magically powerful vampires that share few weaknesses with their lesser kin. They practice a strange blood magic that allows them to siphon the blood of their allies to strengthen their own spells.
Charming.
So yeah, that is what you are aware about what you just saw. You guys chose the harder mission.
I like this. It's fun. Dusta.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was Count Dola. He is one of the collectors for the family here in town. So wait, you all aren't from here?
No.
So that means Alona is aware. That's... No?
They think a hole just sunk the city.
Why?
They just thought everything disappeared and a hole showed up.
Illusions.
Something on Comorder that are called singularities,
Mm-hmm.
where instances of strange magic pop up, and that is what they believe it to be.
So, you all can leave, then? Get help.
We don't know at this. Maybe we can, but we haven't tested if we could get.
Is anyone in this town capable of sending a message over a very long distance magically?
I'm
We've
guessing
tried.
not that they would have tried already.
The moment any of us tried to reach out, the counts seemed to get it.
Have
The
something
blood
set
counts.
up.
And those were the first ones to be killed. Sacrificed, as they put it, in order to feed them.
And how many
Blood counts are there?
There's only 2 blood counts. The rest are feral.
How many of those are there?
I haven't really made it a habit of counting. I just know it's a lot.
Would you estimate more than a dozen?
I've seen at least 8 in the sky at once.
And they can fly? What about these counts? You know, if they can fly?
Probably.
They can. They can fly. They can shapeshift into smaller creatures. They can force us to move against any strain.
So,
They're very powerful.
and they've been doing this for a while too.
Yes.
Okay. So sending isn't going to work.
No,
Sending
it's
a
not.
message isn't going to work. And it'll just let them know that you're capable of doing that, and they believe that everyone else is dead, so we need to keep that below. They think I've been here this entire time, so at least they're not assuming, they're not in belief that anyone from Alona is here. How many people... Do you know if people are alive here? Or is everyone just kind of hiding in their homes and...
Most of us hide. Only,
They don't use you for work?
No, they have no need for us. We're just food. We leave to go look for more food for them. Anything we can offer them to be reasonable. And we have to avoid the ferals because there's no controlling them. If they see us, they are going to eat us.
Could you give them ferals?
No, they don't eat their own kind.
I was just...
Rasha she's been the one who's been doing most of the communicating.
Rasha?
Yeah, hi, that's me, the one that you shot.
Oh.
Again, apologies.
Well, now we have a chance to get rid of these things. So, is it just the city that's in here?
It's the boundaries of the walls around our city.
Can I peek out the window?
Sure, you open it slightly. Roll me a perception check.
See if I can perception. Brother.
Okay. You see other houses.
Do I see
The one across the
tower?
street has a marking. From this vantage point, unfortunately not.
What's the marking on the house over there?
That the tithe has been paid for tonight. It is the marking that allows us to not be hunted as game. The ferals know to stay away from the blood of the counts. That is their blood.
Right.
Any ideas, Gray?
I'm thinking. We could put the staff in the center of town and there's no like grassy area, no nothing like that.
I mean,
And-
there's breaks of grass between the
Okay.
cobbled road. It's cobbled. It's not stoneworked. It's cobbled.
Right.
But
And
not
I'll
like,
look to
like a grassy knoll near the tower.
right.
Maybe.
Correct
Um,
idea, Miss Gray. How much food do we all have, rations-wise? If we could just, I go put the staff in the center and maybe wait it out. Wait, maybe?
that was if we try to get it to the center, it's probably going to be a fight. And at that point, I mean, if I could get there, I could possibly dispel it, but who knows how quickly they could reemerge.
Yeah, how's Stud Muffin doing?
Stud Muffin's dead.
Was
Yep.
he dead with them, or is it just squirmy kind of thing?
No, I assume he snapped his neck.
No,
I
no,
was
no.
going-
He was still alive when he left.
Can I try looking through Moonin's eyes? I'm gonna do that.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh,
look through his eyes.
Bink. You see the individual appears to be soaring through the sky, heading towards the tower itself. Roll me a perception check.
I'm just gonna stay in the eyes until, I guess, whenever it stops. I don't know how big this city is. Let me look real quick. You said perception. Joe?
Yep.
So, Forrest, is he carrying Stud Muffin and
And-
your bird?
I can't hear
Yeah.
anything from.
So, Forrest, it's flying towards the tower, and as it gets over to where the clock itself is, it kind of steps its feet on top of the big hand of the clock. And you see that one of the panels is already open wide as it just jumps down, and you hear the cries and wails of many different animals inside of here. Though everything gets a little too dark, and very soon your bird is tossed into a cage with a handful of other birds.
I'm so sorry.
I sit down on the floor and start resummoning a Stud Muffin.
Very well.
I'm gonna come back and leave them there because I don't want them to come back and like notice it's gone. So.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but he doesn't want his dog eaten. I'll summon him as a puma this time.
Okay. So that'll be your second level spell today? No.
What?
No. Gray
You ritually
cast locate
cast.
object. Yeah, and you ritually cast it. All right, yeah. Okay. So, after 11 minutes go by, you now have a Puma Stud Muffin.
We need an idea of this area, like this city, the layout.
Mary,
Well-
Miss-
It's important things. Because are they making use of any of it?
Some of them, the general store has been on full lockdown, and the people running it are dead. The crafts temple, I haven't been able to make it over towards.
you happen to have a map, Miss Mary? Is that all right to say, Miss Mary? Chloe?
My name's Rasha.
I'm talking to the homeowner.
It's not
My name's Dusta.
She.
I'm telepathically asking Stud Muffin what he saw.
All right, well, let me finish interacting with one person before I get interrupted and do another thing.
I thought when.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. When she opened the door, I heard Mary. I thought that was your last name.
Ma'am,
My bad.
they're very polite despite the fact that they eat us. But yeah, no, we don't really have a map. We've lived here. I suppose I could make one? Do any of you have parchment I can draw on?
See, Cade.
Do we have a book or something?
This Cade. I have a very high guess that Forrest does.
Here Here, and I pull out a scroll case, and I have like different notes on the back for different recipes. I've memorized these already and put it out on the table.
I pull out a shitty quill, not my good one, and
Oh yeah,
normal bottle of ink.
not your Quill of the Grammaticus. Gotcha. Remember that item? Oof, that was a good item. Back in my day. So, anyways, she takes out the quill and ink, and you can tell she has zero experience with writing, or with drawing maps at all. But you know what? We're gonna try. Let's see what her memory says. Wow.
Luck, guidance.
So D4.
Yeah.
A 20-2 in total. Good for her. I've never really done this before in my life, and she just very expertly draws the entire layout with a small little reference down at the bottom of like distances between homes as a like precise measuring tool, and she starts pulling out like a piece of rope to measure the distance and like roughly estimate, and like it's very precise. And after about 3.5 hours, you have damn near a perfect map of this town. I think that's everything.
And you've never done this before. Well, you should really go into map making.
Does it pay well? Does it get me the fuck out of here?
Pays well.
Good.
Depends on how well we can use this map, it might.
And yes, it does pay well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, why am I pulling teats? Okay.
Not even gonna ask.
I'm a farmer. I have cows and goats.
And I'm guessing you already gave all those.
Yeah. But hey, I'm alive. My grandfather died because he didn't want to give anything up.
You said it took her 3.5 hours to draw the map?
Yeah.
All right, so when she's just almost done with the map, I'm going to wake up from my nap and crawl out of Forest's pocket and punk into myself.
Oh, hey
What
there.
the fuck? They're here! And she like pulls the quill and goes running towards your eye. Flea, does a 12 hit you?
Nope.
Okay. Shink, like right past you. Is anyone going to stop her? Because she's trying to stab him again.
What are you doing?
He
Smack
can-
open hand.
Rude? There's another one of them, smaller, but
No,
one.
My
He's-
brother.
I'm Flea,
one of
that's my brother, Forrest.
He's like a nature-y thing that can do that. It's not like
Would-
an undead thing that can do that.
Would you like a berry? They're good. They'll keep you from being hungry for a while.
I would love a berry. I am.
I'll give her a good berry and the other one a good berry.
I am full. She like feels her lips that are no longer chapped.
Satiated.
Wow. That's his Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. That's his something else for sure.
Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please get back to you know.
Have you been listening this entire time, or have you been sleeping?
Yeah.
Listen, I have an idea.
Need you.
I don't
Right
know
now.
if you're gonna like this, Forest.
What?
I can make you appear dead for an hour.
Uh-huh.
Go to fuck to sleep. Sorry, that was a fun session. Everyone freaking out and just go to fuck to sleep. Just...
And we can offer you as a tithe. And say you starve to death. And
They did say they were hungry.
they would take you in there and you could plant the staff.
Oh, and then Flea can be in my pocket with me.
Ooh. I can hold on to the staff
You could.
and then get in your
Or
pocket.
I can do it to myself.
Ooh, I like that one.
Into the center of the thing and dispel the magic. I just would need you guys to
Okay, so we're sending 2 there. What are the other 3 hooligans gonna do then?
Galen and Cade could be a distraction.
They could pee on someone.
Yeah.
At this point,
well,
You-
if things go wrong, we will need somebody to help us get out of there.
Well, the thing
You're
is,
the
what if
people they sent here.
Huh?
They don't know.
No, I'm shocked that you're the people they sent here.
we were an exponential.
So
I can't talk.
Exactly.
We were a scouting force, an expeditionary force. There it is. That's the right word. Expeditionary force.
there was no plan like for anything bad to be here.
Yeah, no, we were just planning to come see what was going on.
We thought it was a big hole in the ground.
We thought
Yeah.
y'all were just gone, dead. So hey, you're alive. That's good. Now we just stay alive. So killing me and putting Flea in my pocket, that's an option.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Yes, Flea.
We could take out Galen,
Mm-hmm.
and you can make it so you can do your little gentle thing where he doesn't, like you did with the snake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so he's dead, but he's not going to decompose or anything. And then I and someone else can, I can hide in one of his pockets, and someone else can come with me. They can, I don't know if you guys know how to change shape or not. but-
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
That's just you.
Well, okay, we could still take out Galen, and you can do your gentle thing on him.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not killing someone. It's like putting them to
Oh, she can bring him back later, though, right?
No,
That
we're
would
not- we're not-
require a very substantial spell that
Uh,
so if I put someone into a death-like state,
Uh-huh.
I think it might have to be me. They take me, I dispel the magic from the clock tower, and then I get sending out
How are you
to
gonna sneak around?
What if they cook you first?
That's a good question. Can you escape cages? Because it seems like they're putting people in cages. Things in cages.
no.
Mm. So Flea needs to be there because he can. He's squirrely.
In more ways than one.
Thank you.
We could have Flea as a normal person. If they're putting him in cages and he can transform, they don't know he transform.
Yeah, but they don't know he's here. If they start seeing new people, they're gonna start
Yeah,
questioning how many
that's
more
gonna
new
be
people are there.
Challenge.
So we could go with the put me in the death-like state with Flea in my pocket. Oh, but what are we gonna do with the other 3? Because
And how do I wake you up?
I think I just come to in like an hour.
It's an hour, and you come too. But can you dispel magic?
No, I was gonna stick the rod in there because I feel like he had more idea of
could-
what was going on than what he said.
I could tomorrow.
You could dispel tomorrow.
I think so. You kind of showed me. I've been kind of watching you, and I think I got the hang of it a little bit.
Okay. So they could give me as a tithe tomorrow.
Say that we killed you because you were causing issues.
Yeah, he didn't have any food. That's one issue. I don't. This is a very extreme, though. By the way, like once I'm in there,
Well-
like being nommed on.
So some people in town have actually captured other people in town to give away so that they didn't die.
Have you?
So we use Cade as bait.
I'm not against it if it has purpose.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. But what are we doing with the other 3? So if we are sending people in, what are we doing with the rest? What are the other 3 gonna do? Because we can send 2 in. We have 3 now. If this is what we want to do, it's like planning all over again. Jesus.
Then we'd have to get you out, otherwise you're eaten.
Or
How
just
quickly
get
do we
in.
think that what's his face can get to us?
I mean, you and Flea could go. You can dispel it, put yourself to sleep. Flea stays with you, and then me and the two muscle heads will like bust our way in.
Do you? Well, I can dispel it and then send a message to
And just put
Corvée.
the rod in the ground. So I'll just give you the rod. You put it in the ground.
Yeah,
How
the moment
was
the
it-
rod is placed, he said he will know it is placed.
Yeah.
And I can send a message to him at that point once everything's dispelled to tell him that there are
Also,
Vampire counts.
Can they be in the sun?
I don't know.
Has there been sunlight at all since you've
No,
been here?
there has not. Not that I
God.
can remember. I don't know. Dusta, where'd Dusta go?
Huh?
Brown?
You all look around and Dusta is gone.
New hiding place, I think.
We need to leave. I have a feeling Dusta's going to tell the counts what's going on. They can control minds.
Agreed.
She literally said they can control people's minds. I don't.
Yep, moving. Okay.
Yep. Where can we
Okay.
go?
My farm.
Grab
my
the
farm.
map.
Okay. Yep. Oh, map. Yeah. Here. Map and okay, farm. And like she goes over to the back window, which is already open. She rolled really good on her stealth check to get the fuck out.
Pass without a trace on all of us.
And I want to say, the second we get out there, we're not going to the farm because they can control minds.
I think she's okay. The fact that she got out and she wanted to stay out.
Oh, now she's okay.
What?
No, I meant the person we're with. I guess her name. I cannot.
Rasha.
Rasha. Dusta was the other
Yeah.
one.
That's on Rasha. Second, Rasha, they might control her mind to find out about us.
She's with
Count
us.
Dola! Count Dola! You all walked out into the outside, and you see her running through the alleyway directly towards the tower. Count Dola! Count Dola! Count! And immediately, one of the ferals swipes down, and you see her body collapse to the ground without a head.
Oh,
Which-
that was taken
which one was
care
that?
of.
That was
The one that
not
ran
Rasha. Dusta.
Dusta.
The one
Dusta.
that ran away.
Okay, time to climb back in.
Well, yeah. I
I'm
guess
doing my
we-
reroll as a halfling.
Yep, you get those. You get those.
And I do still have pass without a trace up.
Okay, so stealth.
All right, you guys stealthed out and stealthed back in.
Oh, what,
Mhm.
where are we just going back in? What are we doing?
The owner of the house is dead.
We can stay. They won't know we're here.
Oh my
28.
god. She, Rasha, like slaps you on the arm, Forrest. Why did you have to remind her that she could do that?
What?
You asked her, have you ever done that? Of course! That's how some of us are still alive.
Oh. I was more jokingly saying that, like, as like a, have you ever done that?
Well, you know what they
We
say
have.
about joking.
You have?
Well, my fiance.
One of the 3 people that's died that you talked so badly about.
Hey, now he should have put a ring on it.
He did.
actually-
He was a
oh.
fiance.
Well, then he should
Yeah.
have taken her to the altar.
Well, he kind of volunteered, but I kind of maybe talked him into it.
Almost had,
Fair.
You've had an arrow in your neck. You almost had an arrow in your knee. God, you're just.
I'm so glad that my misfortune is humorous to you.
Well, luckily you can make up for the things that you've done in here by helping everyone else.
I'm trying to leave.
I think everyone in this city's probably done something. I don't blame you.
I can also cast daylight in the middle of the tower.
Okay, I have an idea. Let's go to the general store and get a bunch of mirrors. 1,000 mirrors.
I think the party forgot for a moment that you have a cleric and a paladin against vampires.
Yeah.
No,
This encounter was built for this group. Like,
So,
Listen, I have
just
never.
here. Hello.
I am unused to having this many spells. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a minute.
yeah, yeah.
it's for
it's kind of crazy when you have more than one level in a spellcasting class.
Like, was 99% level 1 spells, okay?
True. True. That was your own doing.
It was my own doing. I had hella cantrips, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had like 12 cantrips, okay?
I'm a spellcaster. Minor illusion.
Point where we do fight.
You know, we could always just go to the tower now.
I have nothing prepared for this.
Wait, what about the pharaohs that literally just swooped down and just ate that person?
Okay, I can do the same thing to stealth us tomorrow.
Rasha looks out the window. To be fair, I didn't eat all of her. Just the head. Oh.
Oh.
Nope, there's 2 more.
Yep, she's gone.
Well, I'm so glad I don't vomit at the sight of that anymore.
How long has it been?
I don't know, what's today?
I'll tell her today's date.
Oh, only about a month.
God, that's hell.
It's only been a month.
So, what? If I get in, I will dispel the magic, send, and then I can cast daylight in there, and all hell's gonna break loose. I think I don't know if we can do this stealthily. I say we kick in the door.
What's the scale? Can I just, in my mind, try and come up with the scale of what this magic is to like the degree of the like level of, not like actual level, but like the expertise needed to if
Roll an
us
Arcana.
dispelling it's even possible.
Roll an Arcana.
Great, there's nothing wrong with us doing stealth first and
26.
into action.
So, Forest. And a spell-like effect of this magnitude is not something that is easily quantified as a spell level. By your estimate, an illusion of this power would probably be 7th level. Something that even if you know it is an illusion, you still physically interact with it and is persistent. That says about 7th level. However, the fact that it is perpetual, there's only one spell that you've ever heard of that could actually do this.
I mean, alter terrain.
I don't think Alter Terrain is high enough, is powerful enough to do this.
Okay.
Wait, is that the one that's like 7th level?
No, that's a
Project
level.
Image, I think
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, Project Image. You've heard of casters who are capable of casting a spell like this that can have an obnoxious range of territory that it can affect and alter, and there's no way of actually breaking out of it. But the fact that it enters you into some type of loop that makes you think you are walking around, and there's 2 of them, makes you think that this spell is attached to an item, not just an area, as if an item is maintaining this spell.
Okay, so I think we should have a plan, and we can put all of our plans together. So tomorrow, we rest up tonight, prepare. Tomorrow, we can sneak over to the tower, and then kick the door in, because Gray wanted to go in kicking the door down, and we go in, Galen kills Cade, and we stab the staff into the center of the room.
That you're gonna say stab it into Cade for a second. I was not.
Oh, he's
where
already
you were
dead.
going.
Stab it into the center of the room, and then, because, you know, just in case we need bait. And then we stab it in the center of the room, and then Gray turns it into daylight.
Cage just has his arms behind him in like that W form of why. Why he dead?
Have you been like half paying attention to all of this?
It's called teamwork. I'm pulling all of our plans together.
That no. Oh, buddy.
Stud Muffin appears in your arms, Galen. They put me in a cage.
So I've been talking for an hour, and he decides to talk, or what? Yes, they did.
Is we delayed the door kicking. We tried to stealthily get as close to the tower as we possibly can. And
D-
And
hey,
I'm a liability.
very loud.
I like look at my.
Well,
my
I think
armor.
Flea's
I
gonna
can't
do with
go
that.
quietly.
I think Flea's gonna assist you with that. And if worse is the worst, it fails, we get nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's always better to try and fail.
If it fails, they know we're here and they attack us on sight.
If we go loud, they know we're here and they attack us on sight.
My idea of kicking in the door is that I get inside and I kick the door outward so everyone else can get in.
Okay, I thought you wanted to go aggressive first before dead into it. Okay.
No, if Forrest hasn't said anything about it being an object, right? So I go in and I find whoever's casting this and I dispel it.
I think it's already been cast, and that's why dispel magic will work. But you need to find what they cast it on.
So an object.
Mm-hmm. Can I identify the rod, Jiro? Would identifying the rod give me the details of the magic it uses?
Yeah, it would.
Okay. I just want to see if it's just like a ascending like spell, or does it do more than just that? And he just didn't tell us all about it. Is it just evocation or?
1 second, I'm typing out.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, then sorry, I misunderstood you, Miss Gray. I thought you wanted us to go loud all the way up to the tower, like in a rush attack.
No, I would fake my way in, get inside, find the object, dispel it. At that point, I can cast a message to... God, I forgot I had a black cat. She just scared the fuck out of me. I just saw movement in a shadow out of the corner of my eye and looked over and could not see into the shadow, because the shadow was her. And then at that point, I can cast sunlight, and I should be okay for a moment or two, and then we would have to last until we...
Stud Muffin was very slow about telling me what he saw, but apparently he saw a skull up in the tower that sounds like it might be the magical item we're looking for.
Makes you say that.
And that's where their food was.
Skull in a big box that the count sacrificed something over, and then sent the skull shined brighter. I call me crazy, but that sounds like something important.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I was just wondering why
What?
Question.
No, I was just like, not reading.
Question,
Sorry.
yes.
This was a question directed at Galen.
Okay, what's it? Go ahead.
It's /Stud Muffin. Did the skull, was it an actual bone skull?
Yes, it was.
That was creepy.
Well, it's a panther right now. It's
They can talk.
I have... Okay, this also is another technicality, DM. I know as a worshipper of Pestle, I can bury a thing, and it is no longer a thing. Does that count on magical objects?
roll me a religion check.
I am going to use my recap advantage here. Dirty 20.
Anything buried in soil connected to the earth that is made out of organic material is a sacrifice from his religious followers to him. And he takes every sacrifice given.
If
So,
I get that skull
if that
and
skull
get out,
is organic,
Yeah.
But while you all contemplate this, I think we're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. It's been an hour and a half. We will be right back.